Hello viewers, and today I have got a sniper variant for the FR556 that you can use in Warzone. Now there are actually a couple of different attachments that you can use to achieve this sniper version of the FR556, and I'll go through each of them, but before I do and show you some really intense gameplay that I've got with this build, it would be amazing if you could subscribe to the channel and leave a like on this video so I know that you enjoy this type of content. And let me know down in the comments weapons that you would like to see in future videos. And so, as you might expect, starting off in the muzzle attachment slot, we are using the monolithic suppressor for a 10% boost to damage range and a 15% boost to bullet velocity, as well as having that all-important sound suppression. A little bit more on the sniper variant of the FR556, we can make use of both the 3-round burst and the single fire modes. For the more up-close shots, we can use the 3-round burst modes to get off 3 bullets nice and quickly, dealing well over 100 damage if you can hit centre mass. Or for those longer, further away shots where you just want to sort of bleed the target's armour for when you sort of whittle them down as they're closing in on you perhaps, you may want to use the single firing mode. And so the attachments that I want to pick for this weapon have got to almost cater for both that burst medium range effectiveness as well as the single fire from a little bit further away. And something that complements both is the FR 24.4 inch sniper barrel for a boosted damage range, bullet velocity and recoil control. Damage range is increased by 30% whilst vertical recoil is reduced by 20%, making follow-up shots that little bit more easier, especially for the far away shots when we're single firing. And bullet velocity has a nice and healthy boost of 47%. In the underbarrel attachment slot, this is going to depend on whether you prefer to use the 3-round burst mode or the single fire mode. In the gameplay that you'll see, I opted for the range of foregrip. The range of foregrip provides a 17% reduction to vertical recoil as well as boosting that aiming stability. That means I don't have to worry too much about the idle sway of the crosshair, and I can be nice and confident that I'm going to hit the shots when they count. But you can also use the bipod, and I think the great thing about the bipod is that it actually doesn't have any downsides. Unlike the Ranger foregrip, which decreases aim walking movement speed by around about 8% and also does take a considerable hit to aim down sight time, the bipod doesn't have any downsides. Instead, crouched, you gain a 17% reduction to vertical recoil, and if you go prone, that reduction goes to 35%, making it ideal for potentially drop-shotting enemies while you've got the 3-round burst mode active. But it's entirely up to you what you want to use. Weirdly enough, you'll actually be a little bit more agile with the bipod rather than the range of foregrip because of the movement and the ADS time reduction from the range of foregrip. But it's entirely your choice, and I think you could maybe experiment and mix and match with it. For the optic, I went with the variable zoom scope because I just think it looks really cool, but I didn't actually look up the specific stats for this because I didn't know that it had any hidden stats. But actually, the variable zoom scope does actually have some hidden stats. As you may have guessed, the stat that is not hidden is the reduction to aim down sight speed, and it is quite considerable. It's around about 112 milliseconds, which is over a second added to the aim down sight speed. But obviously this is for when we're playing a little bit slower, not too much aggressively, and we're going for those far away shots anyway, so we can sometimes afford to spend that little bit more time aiming in. But unfortunately, the hidden stat actually increases horizontal bounce by 15%. And personally, I'll be honest, I didn't actually notice this when I was playing. But I think if you were to change it to a different scope, for example the Cronen C480 Pro Optic, which actually increases vertical recoil control and horizontal bounce control by around about 11 and 15% respectively, then you'll actually notice a huge difference. But with the variable zoom scope, it pairs so nicely with that single firing mode and sometimes the Ranger or the bipod for that reduction to vertical recoil, so we can get follow-up shots with a 6.1 times zoom. Yes, we do have an optical glint, but sometimes I think an optical glint can actually be a good thing because people will suddenly assume that you're using a sniper rifle and they will take cover from you. But in actual fact, you can stay on them and almost plink away at them with your single fire mode. But if you don't actually want that increase to horizontal bounce, then perhaps it may be worth going for the Cronin C480 Pro Optic, because even the sniper scope, which is only a 4.4 times zoom, has an increase of 10% to horizontal bounce, so that's not good either. And for the final attachment, I just wanted to build upon that aiming stability so I can be as confident as possible at those long range engagements. And so I went for the Forge Tac Ballast Pack. I've already sort of accepted that this weapon isn't particularly manoeuvrable in its current state, and so that reduction to aim walking movement speed doesn't really make too much of a difference, as you don't really want to be moving around with this weapon anyway, because when you're aimed in with a 6 times zoom, moving around can make it that little bit harder to stay on target and get your shots on target. But let me know down in the comments if you do give this weapon a go. It's definitely an off-meta weapon, and you may find you have to change your playstyle. I think it's important to first sort of establish whether you want to be using it as a primary single fire mode or in the burst fire mode. I think most people have a much better time in the burst fire mode because it's more reliable at more ranges, I would say, and the damage output is much higher. But let me know if you do give it a go in any form nonetheless. And leave a like if you enjoy the video, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thank you very much for watching, and enjoy the gameplay. Are we going to stop on this hill?
Okay, yeah.
Got the right attachments on this guy.
Wait.
Enemy marked.
Be advised, friendly precision airstrike inbound.
Enemy marked. Mark the target. I'll buy it.
We'll probably push him too. Guy dropping in here.
Enemy! There!
Four, mate.
Yeah, there's one on the roof. The roof is low.
Team pushing, look. Team pushing opposite side. Can you see, Craig?
Enemy UAV
I'm watching the outside bit. See if they come around the outside.
Craig, turn around, Craig.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, understood.
Okay, I'm coming in. You want to advance now or in a minute?
Yeah, no.
How? He wasn't even around the corner.
Hold on, Charlie.
Jeez.
Here now!
Just hold.
Don't worry!
Friendly UAV overhead.
I wanna keep watching.
Moving.
Don't know if you wanna push along the bunker.
Repositioning.
The thing is
Yeah,
though,
no,
when it closes to here, it's open ground. Will just shoot us as we're running over the field.
No, only to just kill these. But one of them's actually over here.
The hell?
Enemy helo!
Roger, transfer.
Hit him.
Broke his armor. Shit.
Allied
Yeah.
cluster strike inbound.
He's on me now.
Planting a line!
Oh, you. Go ahead, George.
Target right here. Target right here.
Killer.
Allied cluster strike inbound.
We're inside the ring.
Busted in.
The fight is coming.
Low.
Down him.
I got them!
Explosion in that direction, green mark.
Seeing anyone up there?
Oh, there's loads of cars. I mean,
Loads of cars.
Planting a line!
Oh, they're up on the goddamn hill. Watch the guy up on the hill.
Enemy! There!
It looks like I'm hacking on the feet.
He's active.
Bastard!
The guy up the hill's a pain in the ass.
Marking, where is it?
Enemy soldier incoming.
He's just down me, I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have peeked that. I need to self-res because there's a guy dropping in apparently. Got someone up.
Get in. There he is, he's in here.
Movement!
We're out of time. Scrub the contract.
Good shot. Trying to steal that guy up the hill.
I'm not sticking up.
Who was it?
Gas
Look,
is
to
closing
the right of
in.
that.
Right here. Safe zone.
Yeah. Get him. The bugger. You want to get Craig?
Yeah,
Charlie?
further up, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Craig now.
My mines just went off.
Enemy soldier incoming.
He's in the truck. Got out.
If they can
Enemy UAV overhead.
Right.
Sorry, I'm just reloading. Oh god! Found him. I need to arm.
Oh, don't say that, you naughty boy.
Yes.
These are very racist.
Copy
Right.
cash drop.
Which combination of weapons
in
are
this
you
direction.
Yeah, I'm going.
For where?
People right there.
Enemy vehicle!
One on the
Disregard
back.
that.
God damn it.
Oh, they're stuck out in the open now. They're all under the
Yeah.
bridge.
Yep. Craig.
Is that Craig? Remember, I've still got that advanced
Got a
UAV.
loadout drop inbound.
Oh.
Movement!
Hey, he's getting shot. Where's he getting? Oh, player's here.
Heading there.
Just got his loadout. Broke his armor. Little peek.
This is really difficult now.
He's behind this loadout.
Gone in there.
Yeah, okay, I'm
We
not
got
Fine, I've downed that guy and he's got no,
Gas is inbound.
he's not gonna have a self
Mark the
threat.
target.
Yeah, there's no.
They're all up there, green mark.
We're inside the ring.
Enemy overhead.
Let's see where they are. He gave his mates away because he started crawling towards them.
Oh, it's not petrol.
Yeah, I see. Whereabouts at Petrol?
Right in the fucking doorway, main doorway of it.
Enemy vehicle!
Be really careful.
There's loads of people here as well, look. Downed a guy. Bike. I'll shoot you.
Craig, can you just protect me?
Yeah.
I'll stay back.
Gas is
so
closing. Get to the new safe zone.
7 people up here. I'm
Movement!
gonna push this guy.
You're alright to go to everyone.
There's a low down there.
Ready to jump in and revive.
Protect me, protect me, protect me.
Come in. Go, go, go.
Mark the target.
I can't believe I just did that. Oh my god. Oh my
Very
god.
nice.
Thank you, Craig. That was amazing. Thank you.
Right,
I just turned
I can steal a
flicked on
sniper.
that.
closing in.
across as quick as you can.
Enemy!
Oh, downed him, George.
Only 10 remain. You're nearly done.
We could win this.
Enemy marked.
I'm gonna. This FAMAS is so good at this range. I've just been revived at the shop.
On the roof, George, going up the ladder to you.
Yep. No!
I'm hit!
No, he's really low.
Yeah.
He can get me. Would be good.
What did you...
He's by the ladder now.
Petrol. Aiming right at the window. Oh no, it was the other guy. Okay. I thought I was shooting at the guy that was shooting at me.
Charlie, there's an advanced UAV in the final cubicle. You drop down there, and then the final cubicle on the left.
Requesting
Friendly
recon.
advanced UAV marking targets.
Above. Took a C4 up there.
Setting explosive.
Going in here.
Oh, you can get Craig, maybe.
You're good. Sit tight.
And then
Right.
Craig, give Charlie your money, and Charlie can get me from the shop before it goes into gas. Oh god, he's right there. Thank you, Charlie. I might just float. Okay, maybe not. Let me grab his guns, Charlie. I'll grab his guns. Okay, he's on the very top of the. Oh shit!
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
I can.
Good.
I mark him. He's there
Moving.
on the roof.
Never mind.
Gas is
Over
Here,
inbound.
look.
Windows closing. Get to safety.
Here now.
Over there!
Another one here.
Enemy! There!
And they're shooting another team. The other team. One here.
Enemy! There! Enemy! There!
Nah, I got him then. I got him. Me, Charlie. One hit.
Yeah! Let's go!
Well done, Charlie. Finally got him.
That was so sick. That was so good.
We can relax now.
Yeah, and Charlie. I didn't get my win because I black screened.
Oh.
Fuck off.
No.
Did you actually?
Yeah, black screened.